Hello guys, welcome, I'm SimUK, this is Ultimate Admiral, Age of Sail. I'm going to jump into a campaign today and we're going to do Rule the Waves. The British campaign. We will take the role of a British naval commander and our order is to protect England and become a legendary naval hero for centuries to come. Now this is recommended, I think, for beginners. This is recommended for experienced players. And this is the DLC, the Barbary War against pirates. So we're going to start here because I very much am a beginner and there's still a lot to learn. There's a lot of things I want to experiment with. Fire ships, for example, repairs, something I just stumbled across a minute ago, which I kind of felt would be automatic, but actually it doesn't appear that it is. Maybe you have to set a number of men to work on repairs. It's something I'm going to work out here. So in this particular campaign we will receive ample funding and a wide range of ships and equipment to create our fleet and army. The best units of the British Empire are available to you, but earning recognition and building a reputation is difficult in the finest military in the world.
For generations, my family has sailed the seas. Since before my grandfather's time, it has been our destiny. And now, it is mine. One day I went sailing and found that my old boat had sprung a small leak.
So basically here you get to pick some backstory and this will give you benefits in the game as you work through the campaign. So this will reduce repair costs by 5%. This will decrease upgrade costs. And this will increase our luck opportunity. Now, there are some missions during the campaign that you don't actively go on, but you assign crews and boats to complete certain missions, and that 10% success chance will go towards those missions and being completed. I think I'll probably go with that, actually.
I took a risk and went to sea anyway. I would fix the hole later. At 12, my uncle made me an apprentice aboard his ship. Standing between land and sea, I felt like a man for the first time. Anticipating a life on the open sea, I dreamed of battle and glory on the horizons. But life is difficult in the Royal Navy, far removed from dreams of glory. Remembering my father's lessons, I worked hard to impress the crew. In time, I was made a midshipman, beginning new responsibilities.
Again, you get to choose here. I drilled the men relentlessly and made sure we had the most accurate gunners in the fleet. That'll give you a 5% crew training speed. This will give you 5% casualties replenished after a battle. And this will reduce the cost of hiring veterans. I'm going to go for this one.
I drilled the men relentlessly and made sure we had the most accurate gunners in the fleet. We were forged together in the crucible of battle. For gallantry, I was recommended for promotion to the rank of lieutenant. But first, I must pass the lieutenant's exam. I was summoned before a board of captains. After a lengthy examination, they asked me what I thought the Navy's greatest strength was.
So this is again giving you bonuses to the game campaign, but it will also set up the game difficulty level. There's a few different things in this section here. So this one will give us a -5 hiring cost for officers. This one will give a -10 requirements for access to the next level. This will enable us to increase our technology growth very, very quickly, or 10% quicker. And this will give us an extra reputation point per battle. Now that is actually quite valuable because you use those reputation points to buy certain things like upgrades, for example. So that could be very beneficial. I think these two are the most beneficial. I would like to say this, but looking at the rewards we'll get, I think I'm going to go for this.
The fleet, I said. for no other navy possesses our numbers or our technology. They nodded their heads in assent, then asked me for my appraisal of the Navy's current strategic situation.
So this is basically the level of difficulty. This will reduce enemy strength by 25% and give us 15% more rewards for everything we do. This is C difficulty medium. I think this is like the standard difficulty, and this is probably for advanced players with enemy strength up by 20% and rewards down by 10%. Now, having played quite a few missions already, I can say that the enemy fleet are pretty tough. It only takes one mistake. I was destroying this boat. They were hitting us with cannonballs and really damaging the sides of our boat, but I was focusing on taking their men out, and I got them down to below 100 men. And as we pulled up alongside to storm over and take charge of their boat, they destroyed my middle mast, and that meant that our speed was cut by about 25%, and they pulled away from us and then just completely destroyed us. So even in the beginning, it's quite challenging, so you have to be careful. I'm just going to go medium level here.
Our fleet is admirable, but our enemies are always looking for an advantage to use against us. An old, grey-haired captain asked me about my skill in the organization of amphibious operations.
And again, this is exactly the same as the last thing, with different levels of complexity, so I'm just going to go medium.
I've read
again.
many books about tactics and strategy, and I am confident in my ability to command. The board applauded my answers and took a moment to reach their consensus. "Congratulations, sir," they said. "You have just made lieutenant."
Hoorah! Now, there's only like 3 people to pick between: Horatio Nelson, Rodney Bridges, and John Jervis. So you get some bonuses for the Admiralty. But to be honest with you, I don't think changing your character has any impact on this at all. Now, obviously, I want to go Horatio Nelson, but the adaptation is a bit confusing. I'm not sure what it does. Adaptation system continuously scales the AI force up or down according to the player's force. So the bigger we get, the bigger they get. The smaller we get, the smaller they get. I don't really want that. I want it to be more realistic, so I'm just going to leave that off and go straight into it. Spain guards the mouth of San Juan River with a strategically placed fortification under the command of Captain General Guatemala. Securing the entrance to the river opens the route to Lake Nicaragua and will bring all these rich lands under the authority of Britain and His Majesty King George III. A frontal attack seems suicidal, but it seems that we have no other option available. You will have to secure the fishing village and then march up the hill, seize the fort and disable its coastal batteries. The Spaniards will do their best to cancel your plans, so you need to act swiftly. Be aware of the enemy coastal guns. They can obliterate your assault troops. Spotted. Spain has a naval patrol in the area. Our ship has been intercepted by the corvettes Galga and Mercedes. The opening volleys racked the bridge. The captain is badly wounded and the first lieutenant is missing. The situation is grim. Our troop ships follow behind. They will avoid the naval battle and wait for its resolution. Without our protection, they will become easy prizes for the Spaniards. HMS Ceres, a light armed brig, has sailed up to join us in the fight. The crew is desperate for a leader who can bring the ship through its trial by fire. You have no choice but to take the command. I'm just going to very quickly get to grips with the situation here. So that's downwind. That's the wind blowing in that direction. So we don't want to go that way. We certainly don't want to be facing that way because that's dead towards the wind, absolutely destroy us. So I think what we're going to try and do, they appear to be the same, 130 each. So I'm going to try and say there. Actually, while she's leant over like that, she's actually got the greater range because she's downwind from us. You can see she's leaning over this side, so that means she has greater range to attack us. And that's a bit of a problem. I'm going to try and rectify that if I can. I want to remember how to get out of that view. Right, let's do this. A good volley of hits. Get the sails underway, get us moving. And what I might do is attempt the same volley attack on this one. You can see how short our range is, so I'm having to slow the boat down to increase the range so that we can actually get a volley on. You can see most of our shots are missing because our crew are not particularly well trained, so I need to get closer. Now, if I can get this side of them with HMS Ceres, then we could double up on our attack here somewhat. Turning too sharply. I want to get another volley on them. Try and put a volley in the rear. That was somewhat ineffective. Okay, now we have good opportunity here. Again, speed is impacting on our range. Can get a second volley on her, that would be really nice. And they're taking some shots at our transport ships, which is not a great situation to be in. Come on, get that volley in. .4 knots. How fast are we going here? 9.2. I think we have the speed advantage. Some good hits there. Dead to the wind. I've got to get out of that quickly. Now we can increase our speed because we are close enough to be able to still hit them while sailing along. They're still downwind of us, and at the moment we haven't managed to rectify that. Turn ourselves in, slow the ship down, try and put a volley in the back end of this ship. And if I can, I'm going to double volley. So I'd love to get shots on both sides from both ships at the same time. Is that going to be possible? No, she sailed out of our range, look. We got a single volley on that side. Now I'm going to turn hard into the wind here. Which could be a terrible choice. I haven't decided yet. Speed at 7.2. some good... I see them deflecting. A lot of our shots are deflecting rather than penetrating. Guess the range is too far. It's coming tight on her here. Try and put some shots right in on her rudder. Now collisions are a thing, so I have to be careful here about what I do and when. Try and mix it up. They're trying to get us in range of their guns. I think that's their ultimate goal here. Bit of damage. I'll try and put some damage in there, I think. We're in a good little spot here. Especially if I can get our second ship come round and get some volleys on her as well. Do a lot of damage here. This goes well. Except our range is not good enough. Very smart. She turned in. Terrible accuracy. Again, we'll slow ourselves down. Should be pretty fast going down this way. 8.6, 8.5, 8.4. That's not good. We're actually slowing down. I need to come closer. Hi, sweetie. Go for it. Tell me about your amazing adventure with your car. Interesting. Interesting, madam. Interesting. Absolutely right. Yeah. Well, you've got lots of toys to play with. Cool. Glad to hear it. I bought her a remote control car. She absolutely loves it. Bye, darling. Thank you. Thank you. Right, so you can see the Mercedes is having an absolute pasting off us right here. And I've driven them really far wide. So I think I'm ready to turn. I'm going to try and put a volley on the Galga as we turn and offer up some additional firepower from Ceres as we go past. We've got the range. There's a bit of damage going in there. Not huge amounts, but certainly some. Hopefully we get a second volley off on her before she disappears. Go on, boys. Reload and get that fire going. Get the cannons going. Come on. Okay, so we're going to do the same here. What was going on with those then? There were some really terrible shots. So what we've done is we've isolated the Gauger. Mercedes is now clearly alone, and we've put their ship between us and the cannons. So this could be explosive. We are taking some hits from the Gauger, and obviously Mercedes is not going to just allow us to do our worst without any sort of reprisal. I'm going to just drop that a little bit. Got some good speed here, got some good opportunities. I'm going to try and cut in front of my own ship. And then turn hard. What we want to do is get a double volley on her. Sails up. You can see she's taking on water. She's in a really bad state right now. And the Gauger's trying to take out our rear end, which we ought not really allow her to get access to, but yes! There you go, we hit her explosive stores and she is done for. Now we can hard turn here and we can hard turn here. I want to be careful of the cannons. But we're effectively going to try and do the same thing here. So it looks like our ships are nearing shore, almost ready to anchor, which means we can drop the men off. We might utilise our ships then to turn. We'll go at half speed. Should give us some range. Now her guns, the Ceres's guns, are not very, very strong. We're dead into the wind here. No, we're not. We should be moving. We should be capable of moving. Put the sails up. The Ceres has taken quite a battering here. I might move her out range. She's desperately trying to convince us to go deep into the deep into shore where her coastal battery exists. A little concerned about the state of Ceres, but not too bad. Right, we can get a quick turn here. So you drop the sails, that enables you to turn quicker. But really you need to carry speed into that manoeuvre, which I didn't have. I have to drop the sails again in order to get back up to speed. Now she is dead into the wind. She's not dead into the wind, she's downwind, which you would think would make the ship move faster, and for some ships it does, but more often than not renders you sort of incapable of moving, which is not good. Right, we're up to 7.6, 7.5. We're not moving very fast. You can see how much range we've got upwind and how little range we have downwind. The Gauger's being really smart by positioning herself where she is. But she is going to have to turn. Now, by exposing our rear, we are exposing our weakest point, but we're quite far away, so most of her shots should be either missing. We're also narrow, so most of her shots should either be missing or ineffective. Our three ships are there and ready to land. In fact, they're taking some fire, probably from the cannons. So we're going to turn in, turn out, and if we can, we're going to make this ship explode. We're keeping our speed down because we are both upwind, and she's turning herself shallow, so that our range is restricted. But with 2 shots putting volleys on her, we might get lucky with a couple of shots at least. She's actually turning to go back downwind. We can try and get both ships to aim in the same location. That's some good damage. You can see the damage on her side going quite far there. Another 2 of those and she'll be done for. Let's make sure we don't get in the way of this ship. Keep her speed up. Just enough. Then we'll drop it down. You can see that's flashing. Her crew are starting to panic. Quite right too, because the captain is turning in for yet another volley against her. They're trying to stop us from putting shots in the same spot. Not going to work though. Another heavy volley, this time on this side, and another explosion. That's 2 explosions, 2 successful explosions. Right. I want to train my guns on the artillery. I'm going to try putting the AI in charge of my ship to achieve that. The Sandwich is in panic mode. So she's actually running away. We're going to deploy all the men from these ships. We're going to go take the town. Now you can see there's cannons there. So this is going to be really messy. Unless, of course, I can get Sandwich to drop her crew off there. And then maybe, just maybe, we can get by without doing too much damage to our men. We're going to press R to get these men to move quickly. In the hopes see, now they're sailing away from where I want them to be, because they've now taken themselves out of range of the enemy cannons, which is not ideal. So we've dealt with them. Hey, that's gone really well actually. And I think we've taken the town already, which is pretty good going. This is the UI problems I have sometimes, trying to select the right unit. Can be tricky. Okay, so successful. You see their skirmishers and militia are trying to come down. We've got a few more men coming in. HMS Ceres is trying to Keep them at bay. We'll do the same here. Oh, look, they're already routing us. Come on, men. Charge up this hill. The faster you move, the less damage you'll take. So their militia are already done for. This unit of men, I think, are beyond use now. Come on, I said get in there. Get in there. Here, a bunch of skirmishers are on this side. Who are they shooting at? Get up that bloody hill. These are just volunteers. They're about as useful as a chocolate teapot. The cannons are really giving us a hard time. Come on. The Earl of Sandwich. Earl of Sandwich? Not the Earl of Sandwich. Get in there. Start putting some heavy fire on these boys. I do find the UI a little clunky at times. Right. Second unit of men, please, up this right-hand side. Actually, let's have these guys come over here. Quick as you can. We'll have these chaps come up here as quick as they can. We'll have these chaps push into this section as quick as they can. We'll have these guys come right up the middle as quick as they can. Now these chaps are going to get routed if they're not careful. Even though they're some of our best units. Put the volunteers in that gap, I guess. Come on, boys, get up there. Oh, God damn it. Sometimes when you try and drag and click a unit, you accidentally send them off. So we've actually routed them, or routed them. Okay, we're actually making some progress now, which is great. I can come in and take the town. Get these chaps to stand in the trees, giving good cover. Same with these guys. These guys, I guess, can cover the flank. I did it again. So we're pretty good. We're in a pretty good position. Oh, they've sunk my ship. Good God. They've sunk 2 of my ships. Oh, wow. Get distracted for a minute and it all goes horribly wrong. Right, I think this second set of legions... need to come over. Everything else appears to be fine. Got these wussies up here that got scared and ran away earlier. We'll group these guys. Have them push up. So that was pretty unsuccessful. Too busy yapping away to you guys and not really concentrating enough on keeping my ships nice and steady. They're immediately routed, although they are fighting back. Now they're charging. They don't know what they're doing. Oh, that one hurt. Couple of skirmishers coming back at us. These 103 wussies need to push up. Oh, what is our ship doing? So I do believe we've taken prisoners here. So we've just got to contest the battery for 15 seconds. We can do that. Cannot believe I lost 2 ships there. That's so stupid. What we'll do is we'll get the men that have disembarked from this ship to come and join this ship. We'll have her park there. Turn her guns off so she doesn't shoot at her own men. Contested the battery. 12 seconds more apparently. Not sure what else they want us to do. I think we've taken everything. I'm very annoyed with myself for losing those ships. That is not good. Oh, it's timed as well. I didn't even see that. 2:43. Speed up time then. Is it just a matter of staying there for 6 seconds? This is going very slowly. Or is it minutes? Can't be minutes. Why is that going so slowly, look? In my head that's 3 seconds, but look how slow it's counting down. Why is that happening? Okay. Why is part of me Spanish? That's not really very well explained. So we lost 435 crew and they lost 260 crew. But we saved HMS Richmond and we held the battery. Hey, we got some cannons as well. Well, that didn't go particularly brilliantly, but we did achieve everything we had to achieve. I have been promoted to captain and given command of a brig and an old sloop. I dreamed of staying on HMS Richmond, but to do so I would have to have remained a lieutenant or lieutenant. Promotion is a better choice, right? We are anchored in the mouth of San Juan River, and there we wait. We have no news from home, no news from Jamaica, no news at all. There is the saying, during war no news is good news, but soon we will need to replenish the food and rum for the men. The rumours of half rations may become a reality in a matter of weeks. So we have been given our captaincy, and hopefully we can do better with our own ships. But yeah, I got distracted. I think that's fair to say. And the cannons are lethal. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye for now.